Wie war es, mit Herrn Pattinson zu arbeiten? Sie sehen, es kommen eigentlich nur Fragen an ihn. Wie war es, wie können Sie sich das erklären, dass es diesen Hype um diesen jungen Mann gibt? Und natürlich die zweite Frage, wie war es, mit Robert Pattinson zu arbeiten? Vielleicht, oder gebe ich es auch weiter an den Regisseur, Mr. Lawrence, first Christoph Waltz and then you. How was the work with Robert Pattinson and can you explain the hype around him?
Do you want to go first?
Sure. No, I think it's really tough to explain the hype around him. I mean, all I can explain is my experience, which is that, you know, wherever we went, there'd be loads of fans. You know, for the most part, everybody was very respectful and we could shoot and nobody was, you know, running into set and getting crazy. I think other than in Tennessee, where there was some girls always kind of, I think they thought that, you know, my room was Rob's room, so there was always 10 girls camped out in the hallways of the hotel. But I can't explain it. But I loved working with Rob. I think that he did a fantastic job in the movie. You know, one of the reasons that I cast him was that I thought that personally he was very similar in spirit to the character of Jacob, and that there's, you know, even though I think he likes to think that he's cynical, I still think that he's pretty pure, and I think that that comes across in the movie because I think Jacob's quite a pure soul.
Waltz? Und dasselbe auf Deutsch. Manchmal werde ich gefragt, hätten Sie das erwartet, dass Rob Pattinson auch eine andere Rolle spielen kann? So weird. Und ich habe was gegen diese Frage, ehrlich gesagt. Wieso denn nicht? Woher kommt diese Annahme, dass ein Schauspieler, der mit einer Sache weltberühmt würde, nur diese eine Sache zur Verfügung hätte? Völlig absurd. Das war großartig. Der ist ein Schauspieler, nicht wie jeder andere, sondern einer wie die seltene Sorte derer, mit denen es sehr angenehm und sehr produktiv und sehr konstruktiv ist, zu arbeiten. Punkt.
Some of your fans are waiting outside with a guitar in their hands for you. They want to sign you it. Which role does music play in your life?
It used to be a lot bigger than it is now. I mean, I was gonna initially wanted to be a musician, but yeah, it doesn't play such a big part anymore. I used to, when I lived in London, I used to do a lot of gigs and stuff, but I really don't have time much anymore. And to write songs, I need to be in such a kind of deep depression that I wake up crying all the time, and I'm relatively happy at the moment, so I'm not inspired.
Wie sehr reizt Sie denn die Rolle als Bösewicht? Würde ich gerne mal wissen.
Das ist ja eine Frage, die ich noch nie gehört habe. Wenn Sie mir sagen können, was ein Bösewicht ist, dann kann ich Ihnen vielleicht eine Antwort drauf geben. Es gibt keine Bösewichte. Die gibt es nur, wenn man die Sache nicht genau betrachten möchte.
Reese Witherspoon was really disappointed by the sex scenes with you. Defend yourself. Was it really that bad?
Was it that bad? I didn't realize it was that bad. I was very happy with my performance. No, I think Reese was just saying it because she just got married and she didn't want her husband to, she didn't want to cause herself any problems. Yeah, no, I think that might, after she said that, I think that has happened to me quite a few times, but people haven't talked about it in interviews, like the just absolute disappointment. No, I think Reese was just a little, she was a little too overexcited about it beforehand.
What was the funniest experience for you by making the movie?
The funniest. Can you remember? Everyone always wants to think of the funny things. I can never remember. Do you remember any?
The funnest?
The funniest.
That Thai is potty trained.
Oh, that is pretty funny. Yeah, but the elephant is potty trained. That's pretty funny. I think I remember having the most fun on the night where I get drunk and the clowns like and the prostitutes and stuff, or the coochie girls kind of have their way with me, but I can't play drunk. Really? Well, I haven't ever tried. It's always a good excuse, and I can't play drunk, so you can just get drunk. But I remember having a pretty good time on that, but I can't really remember what happened. But yeah, that was probably one of the more fun days.
Give us, please, 3 arguments why young people have to watch the movie.
I think that it's a transportative movie. I think that when you watch the movie, you get transported to a different world, and a world that I think most young people don't know that much about. I think that it's also a really rich experience. You go through many different kind of emotional values in this. I think that you laugh, and I think you cry, and I think you're horrified, and I think you're thrilled. And for me, that's a rich emotional experience, and I'm very proud of that, and I think young people will enjoy that.